Whoo! Never been to an RV show before. Yeah, gonna have to dip into the old Patreon account and pick this baby up. Whoo, baby! How much you asking for this? You got some wiggle room on that? Let's see what I can do. 103, 104, 105, yeah. Still $1 million short. Shoot.
Ever since I was a kid, all I wanted to be was an explorer. Sail the 7 seas, find new worlds.
But Uncle D, everything's already been found.
What? Like everything?
Well, yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, so much for that. But if I can't be an explorer, I can still be an adventurer. So I bought a motorhome, and I'm hitting the open road. My name is Dustin Porter, and this is Destination Adventure.
The No Plan Plan. It's something I've talked about since the beginning of this travel series. I've stayed pretty dedicated to that No Plan Plan because it gives me the opportunity to see and to share as much as possible with all of you. Leaving Williams Lake in the fall, Mexico was our destination. Each episode we get a little closer, but there's no way I'm going to pass up all the amazing places in between, especially not when they look like this. This is the Valley of Fire.
I think I found a bit of a route to take us through the park here. From Vegas up to here, and then there's just like a little loop back around over by Lake Mead. That'll at least give us a kind of a look at the park. And I didn't realize it was the weekend, and it's super busy here, which is unfortunate because our next step is going through what appears to be kind of a sketchy road up here to a thing called the Fire Wave. I don't know, maybe a tourist trap, but it looks good on Google, so we're gonna check it out. This road we're on, a little bit tight and windy, not a big deal, but it is magic down here.
In this dark night, it's too hard for me to say now if the rays of hope will shine again someday, and if I might be spared as the tempest starts to swell. At this point, it's just too dark to tell.
Well, the parking lot is totally full of people because it's the weekend, so we're gonna do a different hike first. Apparently there's an old movie set here. We're gonna do that hike and then come back and see if we can find a spot in the parking lot. Not so sure how good this hike's gonna be with 1,000 other people, but we found a spot to park.
Was the stars guiding me to God's shores now? Was the devil set me drifting once more? Will these clouds ever lift and the map again reveal? At this point, it's just too dark to tell.
Pretty touristy here, but if you take the scenic roundabout, rolling solo.
If my nature would shake this wicked spell, I would tell you of his grace and how it was I fell. But some tales are just too dark to tell.
This place is kind of cool, but it's hot. Here we are. This is what's left of the movie set from a movie called The Professionals from 1965. I know that because I read the sign right there. Look at the colors in this place. Pretty wild. Check it out. It's official. Valley of Fire has moved up on my list of awesome places. It's very possible I've taken the wrong turn, but it is a trail, so we're gonna see it through. I think this wrong turn has kind of worked out in my favor. Apparently when you get to the highway, you can just cross over and continue to the fire wave. Here we are, the fire wave. Pretty crazy. And get to enjoy it with 300 other people. That's the fiery wave. Sorry I couldn't get it without tourists, but it's a touristy spot. Sharing is caring. In the end, I think we got pretty lucky. Got 2 birds stoned with 1 rock. Let's get out of here. Look at this pile of rocks. Not like a scientist or anything, but pretty much the only way these can get here is like meteorites or something.
Built this thing from the ground up out of nothing. No
Valley of Fire is the first and largest state park in Nevada, but in the grand scheme of parks, it's really not that big, which works perfectly for me because I can't stay for that long. I am itching to get across that Mexico border, but of course, leaving time for a distraction or two in between.
Hard telling where we'll be in the coming days, but I'll be there with you.
I haven't actually mapped out our route yet, but I keep seeing signs for the Hoover Dam. I'm really hoping we can actually drive over the top of Hoover Dam. It'd be really cool.
I'll be here with you.
There's a chance that this is the best view we get. I was expecting a lot more.
More to make of all the words that I should have said to you. And we're walking through the fire and the smoke clouds.
It's official. That was it, the Hoover Dam. Talk about the most anticlimactic scene so far on Destination Adventure.
Where we'll be in the coming days, I'll be there with you. It's hard telling where we'll be in the coming days, I'll be there with you.
So the Hoover Dam was a bit of a bust, but the beauty of traveling in the desert still amazes me. Leaving Nevada and entering Arizona, there's one more tourist trap I just can't pass up.
Oh yeah, Grand Canyon, let's go. Yep, that's a canyon. Might be a bit of a shorter stop than we thought. I have tickets for this skywalk thing, but you're not allowed to go on there with cameras. Also not allowed to fly a drone. So many rules here. Okay, I'm going skywalking. You guys stay here. Don't get stolen. Oh man, that was awesome. You guys really missed out.
Just magic. Wow, would you look at that? Just magic. Oh, wow. Oh, just magic. Just magic. That thing's pretty cool. That's what's left of an abandoned guano mine, hence the name Guano Point. Let's go bag that pig. Yeah, bag that pig, dude. Well, folks, there you have it. 1 hour later, seeing the entire Grand Canyon. Let's get out of here. Well, didn't get to share quite as much as I wanted with you guys, but had to stop and check out the Grand Canyon. Let's head south.
I'll let you go, just need some time. At your own pace, you need to find your way. Yo! I know now you'll never change your mind for something that matters to me.
I'm of course excited to see the Motorhome City, which is really cool. Made a friend last night, which was nice, but really here to see the flea market and see if I can find a couple things for the motorhome. This door has been falling off since I bought the motorhome, and it's getting worse and worse as the time goes by. So let's see if I can find a door, a couple other things, and there's a massive flea market here. I have a feeling I'm not going to find a door. Everything is way too new and fancy for the Winnebago. World's biggest motorhome flea market. They have everything except for what I need. I'd love another day or two here in this Motorhome City, but we got things to see.
The final leg of today's adventure takes us through beautiful Box Canyon. It's a 30-minute drive through a dry riverbed that opens at the end to the historic Salton Sea. The Salton Sea is California's biggest lake, but it's not the weekend getaway fisherman's paradise you might think. This lake was created entirely by accident, and in the early years, it was paradise. Almost immediately, the whole area was full of boaters, vacationers, resorts, hotels, and not long, an entire city, all without ever researching the lake itself. The problem is, Salton Sea does not have an outflow, and with each year that went by, the water became more toxic. Too toxic to drink, too toxic to swim, and even too toxic for the fish. They died off by the thousands. Needless to say, nearly everything was abandoned, and today only a skeleton of the city remains. Nevertheless, people from all walks of life are still drawn here. Artists, vagabonds, adventurers, and millionaires, all searching for something.
Yeah, you've got a melting pot of different people here. They come from all over the world, and it's got no identity. This is the funniest thing about this Salton Sea. It's no identity. You know, you've got new houses being built, and you've got wrecked up houses, and no one knows what's really going on. I think around the 60s, when the Rat Pack used to come down here, and this lake was a lake, and it was full of boaters and fishers and skiers, and you know, it was a millionaire's playground. I was driving for FedEx, and we had to do a detour around Salton Sea on the 86. So I asked my co-driver, I said, what's Salton Sea all about? You know, it's a nice big lake. I've always wanted to live by a lake. So luminous and vibrant. So on my days off, I came over here, stayed at the motel, started to meet the locals. I thought, you know what? This place is really cool. This is a really interesting place. So I got my place for $500. I thought, I'm buying into a lifestyle. I'm not just buying an RV on a campsite. I'm buying into a completely different lifestyle. Well, it was the best thing I ever did. You know, we're pretty much below sea level. The nearest sea is the Sea of Cortez, and I don't understand why they just don't fill this lake up from there and put hydroelectric turbines along the route and create as much electricity as they want. You know, I mean, that to me is the answer. And then everything, all the property will boom again, the lake will fill up, the fish will come back, the boating's going on, and it's a tourist attraction, and it's gonna be a millionaire's playground again. If you get around the other side of the lake, then you've got Salton City. Have you heard of Salton City? Yeah, that's an interesting place, especially on a Saturday night. So you got Salton City and Bombay Beach. Bombay Beach is full of art. You know, it's a arts person's paradise, basically.
Over here at Bombay Beach, definitely one of the strangest places I think I've ever been. Coming to Salton City, I was planning on doing a video of the history here. There's 1,000 videos on the history, so we're gonna take a little walk around the town and just enjoy kind of the art scene. Got that shag carpet. Oh, this is foam. I was wondering how that big cement thing got in there, but it's just foam. Yeah, got your classic underwear spiderweb here. Oh my. What the heck is in here? Just carpet. What a strange room this is. Oh my god, what is happening in here? Whoa, the light's on. Must be solar. Oh my goodness. Just what I was expecting to find in here. Creepy dead person ritual. When I said this is the strangest place I'd ever been, I hadn't explored in here yet. I don't even know what to call it now. Wow. Okay, you know what? I have figured out why they call this the artist's paradise. There's some really interesting, fun stuff here. Wow. Pretty neat, actually. Okay, so this place is super radical. Let's go for a walk in town. Hey, look at in here. I feel bad for filming over somebody's fence, but I gotta take a peek. What's over there, you guys? Funky fresh. Found the city attack dog. Hey, this is kind of fun. Look, this is just set up with a mirror. So whatever you put down there, looks like it's playing on the TV. That's pretty cool. Let's go this way. I wish I knew which of these buildings were houses and which were businesses. Guessing this would probably have been a house. Nice little wraparound porch on it. Little booby trap. All right, this is the Bombay Beach Drive-In. These are out of a Ferris wheel. Almost certainly. Let's go check out this house here.
I'll be honest with you guys, when I first got to Bombay Beach, I was pretty disappointed. There's a lot of hype around the art scene there, and when I arrived, it all just kind of seemed to be in ruin, and that's mostly because I didn't really understand what I was looking at. So let me take a moment and kind of explain what's happening there. Percentage of the city is still occupied today by residents, and a percentage is completely abandoned. Once a year, there is a festival called the Bombay Beach Biennale, where artists from all over the world fly in, they find the abandoned properties and transform them into art exhibits. The whole event lasts one weekend, then some of the exhibits are packed up and moved to other events like Burning Man, and the rest are left behind. As the year passes, the exhibits that were left behind consistently change as artists come and modify them or add their personal touches, and a whole year later it starts all over again. This whole tradition started in 2015, and Bombay Beach has evolved into this ever-changing artistic organism. Literally everything about Salton Sea and Bombay Beach was different than I expected before arriving there, but that's just part of the travel experience, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget I do have the merchandise line now, linked in the description below, as well as the Patreon page. But most of all, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. I'll catch you on the next one.
I'm slipping away, so don't let me go.